I'm going to set my page. Since it's an online flyer, I'll be using a size that will fit, whether it's on Instagram and the rest. So I'm going to measure this my page. So let's move to my property bar. Look at where I have units. Let me use pixels. I'll click pixels. That is for the unit, because you have to select the unit before you put your measurement. I'll now move to where I have my move to where you have your units here, where you can measure on your property bar still. I'll use 1080 by 1250 pixels. I press enter. As you can see, this is it. Now for you to start any design, I say always double click on your rectangle to look at fast. It will take the size of your page. That is, it will create a shape based on the size of your page automatically. But if you are using version 2021, you have to do this manually, as this doesn't work. Okay, this is CorelDRAW 2024. Okay, so let me bring in the text I'm going to be using for this flyer. Okay, so you know very well that as you double click on your rectangle tool, you have to remove the outline. And if you don't know how to remove the outline, watch my beginners class. Okay, now let me import or bring in my writer. Let me copy it. Click on your text tool, select anywhere around the interface and paste. Good. So this is the write-up. This has to do with prayers. That is, every first day of the month, it has to do with prayers. This flyer is for prayers. Okay. So this is the information given to us. I'm going to break it into parts. That is Ctrl+K to break. Let me also bring in the picture and logo we are going to be using from the church. Okay, so let me import. So you go to your file menu. There are different ways to import. File menu, click on what? Import, Ctrl+I. Go to take to the folder. That folder where you have those pictures, I'll click on it. Let me bring in the logo and the picture first. Okay, let me import those ones first so that we'll follow gradually. Okay, this is the image we are to use for this design. This is the image. This is the church. Okay, good. I'm going to bitmap. How will you bitmap? Come to your bitmap menu. Look at bitmaps menu. Click on what? Convert to bitmaps and set it to be 300 or 300 minimum. Then your color mode, RGB, of course, you know that, and click on OK. Good. Why am I doing this? I do not want this background to be heavy. That is why I am bitmapping it again. Okay. So now let me pop this image. I want to pop this image small. I'll go to my bitmap menu. Have you seen where we have image adjustment lab? For older versions, you have either image lab or something different, but it's still around your bitmap. So now this is my image adjustment lab. I can increase the contrast of this image. My last setting, I left the contrast at 35, so let me increase it to 37. Saturation, let me increase it small. Okay, then my brightness small, so that this picture will pop out very well. I can now okay it. Good. As you can see, it has popped out small because I'm the one seeing it mostly. Okay, so let me power clip this. Let me first of all make this large. Let me scale it. I'm going to power clip this into this my shape automatically. I clicked. Okay, or I created. So I'm going to right click on that image. Go to where you see power clip. Look at power clip here. Click on power clip. There are several ways to power clip. You can use your menus. You can use shortcut. So I'll click on it and power clip inside. Now let me enter inside the container. Have you seen this picture is now inside? Wherever is outside this line, this frame you are seeing is going to cut. So this is how I want my picture to be. I will adjust it with time. Okay, let me take the logo. Okay, let me reduce it. Then I'll take it. Let it be here. Look at where I'm placing it. To now be like it came with the background. I'm going to place it here. Have you seen? I'm placing that logo here on top. Okay, at the middle. Let me centralize it. Good. Now this is where I've placed the church logo. Okay, good. Now the program is what? Workers take charge. Workers take charge. So let me start with the workers take charge because I want to lay emphasis on this workers take charge because that is the main program. Let me break. Okay. Now look at, I'm going to place it here. I'm also going to take this here. I want to centralize it. Good. And I'll be using a typeface. The typeface called, let me use Harvest, because I want something that is very bold, and thick, so that it will really show that place. So on my font list, look at, I've searched for Harvest. I'll press on enter on my font list. So this is Harvest. I can now change this to capital letters. How will I do that? Come to your text menu. Have you seen change case? Click on change case, click on uppercase, and click on OK. You can see that I've changed this to capital letters, which is also known as uppercase. Okay, let me scale it. I'm going to increase the size. I'll increase it. Okay, let's use something like this. This is, let me see, 23. Let me type 23 points. Okay, good. This is 23 points. Okay, next is the join us. Okay, join us. This join us, I'm going to use a script font, a script typeface, not font, a script typeface. This join us, I'm going to use a script typeface. Have you seen? Now let me select, and I'll be using, let's search for Bellarina. Good. This is the typeface. Bellarina. Have you seen? Let me increase it. Let me take it down here. I'll add outline. How will I do that? This is still black. Since I'm still using black to design, I'll right click on that color to increase the outline. Have you seen? You see something like this? Okay, now the spacing here, they are much. How will I reduce the spacing between these lines? Have you seen the distance between join, that's the N and U, they are very big. It's very big. How will I join it? I'm going to hold down my shift key. Then look at, first of all, click on your shape tool, hold down your shift key, and look at this bottom here. Look at this bottom. Let's look at where my mouse is. Have you seen? Let me take it out so that you see very well. Look at this guy. Have you seen? Let me take it down. I want you to follow. Have you seen? Good. This join us here, have you seen the gap? Is too much. So I want to reduce the gap in between us, in, and our. Okay. So what will I do? I'll click on my shape tool, hold down shift key, then I'll have to click on this button right and join it small. Have you seen where I click? Look at this button right here. This place you have this stroke here and this arrow facing right. Have you seen this place? That is where I clicked and held. Then I had to take it to my left, drag it to my left, so that to cover the space in between these words here. Okay. I want to still reduce it. Have you seen it's reducing? I did not track, I did not expand any of them, I only join them. Remember the difference between tracking and what I just did now. Okay, tracking is like you spacing the letters, okay, but this one here, I'm trying to cover the gap in between words. They join us and in with also our. I've joined that gap, I've reduced it. Okay, I can now take it up to where I have join us in our workers take charge. Okay, so let me place it here. Let me centralize it. Good. Now this is it. Let me take this closer. Okay, now we are going to bring in, let me adjust well. Okay, we are going to bring in the date. Like I said, it's a very simple church flyer. I'm going to bring in the date. Okay, this is the date. Like I said, it's always every first day of the new month. Every first day of the new month. So for this is the date. Okay, this is the date. So I'm going to use a typeface. Before I do that, let me draw a shape. Let me draw a shape with my rectangle tool. Let me just draw a shape here. Just want that date to show. Fine. I've drawn a shape with my rectangle tool. Have you seen? Always design with black and white if you're a beginner. Why am I saying this? So that you won't get confused while selecting colors. If you start with different colors randomly, if your brain is not strong, you won't be able to coordinate your layout. You will just be picking colors randomly. Okay, so I always advise my students and beginners to start with black and white so you will get your layout. You can leave the pictures the way it is in colored boards or uncolored, but don't start your text with colors so that you won't get confused. But if you can do that, no problem. Okay, so do what works for you. So I'm going to also add, let's say 40% of black, because I'm just using black and white now. Okay, I will place this my text here. It is hidden. Hold down shift key and press page or PG up on your keyboard. Good. To take this up, I'm going to use a typeface called Montserrat. It's a popular typeface, Montserrat. Like I said, you are not supposed to use too many typefaces. The law of typography says maximum of what? 3 typefaces. Maximum of 3 typefaces. Okay, so I'm going to be using this address, this Montserrat here for the date. I'm going to be using Montserrat. Okay, for the date Montserrat, and I'll be using bold. Let me make it bold. Okay, and I'll be using capital letters. Let me click on my text. I will click on your text, go to where you have change case, click on uppercase. Good. I'm going to have changed it now. Okay, to this, but I'm still going to reduce it. Let me reduce it. I'll reduce it because I want to put the time also. Let's use either 6 point. Let's try 6.4. 6.4. Okay. Now on your keyboard you see this, your stroke here is on your keyboard. Okay, it's on your keyboard close to your enter key. So I'll space it. I'll just write there 6:30 a.m. Those already there, 6:30 a.m. Good. So you can now see that the date and time, they are on the same line. 6:30 a.m. Good. I can still reduce this my shape. If it is too big, I can reduce it. How will I do that? Up and down. Let me reduce it small. Good. I've reduced it. Let me centralize it. Good. Now I'll still take it up small. Good. Now the next one is the name of the church. The name of the church. Have you seen our design is coming up? Name of the church. Mind you, I'm not done with this picture here. Okay, let me delete this time because I'm done with it. The name of the church will come in. Okay, this is the name of the church. Let me also use capital letters. So I'll click on my text menu. Click on change case. Then you click on uppercase. Okay, good. I'll still maintain my typeface because I'm not using more than 3 typefaces. I'll still maintain my typeface called Montserrat. If you don't know what is typeface, watch my other tutorials on typography here. I'll put the link in the description below. Okay, good. Now this is it. I'm going to select Montserrat and I'll still use Montserrat bold. Okay, I'll use Montserrat bold. Okay, for the name of the church, or let me use extra bold. So how will I do that? Click on the name of the church. Let me go to where I have my font list. This is Montserrat. Let me use the font that is called Montserrat extra bold. Remember, the typeface is what? Montserrat, but the font is what? Montserrat extra bold. Let me click on it. Good. I'll click on it. Let me reduce it. I have to reduce it. Good. Let me shift it down. Let me create a demarcation between the dates and the church address. How will I do that? I'll still click on my text tool, click once here, click anywhere here. Then if you look at your keyboard, there is a stroke there where you have your question mark, close to where you have your greater than sign. There's a stroke close to where you have your shift key by your right. Just click on it. Look at, have you seen what I'm doing? Have you seen this stroke? Continually, let me reduce it. I use text tool to achieve this. Let me reduce it so that you see what I mean. Have you seen? Look at this stroke now. Okay, you use your text to click once and hold. The text is going around. Have you seen? This thing is going to the right. So I can now reduce it. I'm trying to create a demarcation between the date and the church name so that it will be easier to read. Okay, I can still reduce it. Good. Okay, let me centralize it. Good. This is the name of the church. Remember, I will still adjust. Let me adjust the picture. Let me take it in. Let me take it up. Let me take it up. Let me take it up. Good. Have you seen? Let me also take this logo up. Let me take this logo up. Have you seen? Good. Now let me bring in my address, the church address. Let me take it in. Let me reduce. I'm reducing it. I'm reducing it. Good. So I'm going to still use the same typeface I use, Montserrat. Okay. So you can use the same typeface but different fonts. Like I said, watch my tutorial on typography. You understand the difference between typeface and font. so you won't call the wrong one. So let me select my address and still use Montserrat. Okay, I'll still use Montserrat. So in this case, I'll be using the semi-bold font of Montserrat because I want it to, come out, or I want it to be seen very well. So let me use the semi-bold of Montserrat. Then I'll reduce it. Okay. Now let me centralize it. I can increase the church name. Let me centralize it and move it closer a bit. Good. Move it closer a bit. Okay. Now, have you seen? I've gotten up to this. Then the live stream. The live stream is on Facebook. So what I'll do is I'll put the platform. Which the live stream will be taking place. Okay, so let me take the live stream here. I will also use Montserrat. Okay, semi-bold. So how will I do that? I'll still select my Montserrat. Okay, Montserrat, and I'll still use the semi-bold of Montserrat. Okay, so this is Montserrat. Let me select the still semi-bold of Montserrat, so that I will make it visible enough. Okay, let me reduce it. Good, you can see. Let me reduce again. Okay, now mind you, you have to set your margin. I used to tell my students or beginner, always set your margin. I've been doing that in my previous tutorial, so always know that whenever you want to start your design, you set your margin, and I've shown you how to measure your page. I've shown you. If you don't know how to measure your page, go and watch my tutorial class on page measurement. Okay, how to measure your margin, page margin setup. I've done a video on that, so go and learn from my videos so that you know how to measure both the automatic way and the manual way. I'll also put the link in the description below. Okay, so for me, since I understand my margin, I am doing it directly. But as a beginner, try to measure your margin. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Okay, so we'll soon start adding our colors and necessary corrections you want to do. For this address here, okay, for this address, look at this is the live stream. So I'm going to space this so that I'll put in the Facebook logo. So how will I do that? I am going to import my icons. Import. So you still go to your file menu, click on import. Before I do that, let me bring in the background I'll be using. Also, this is the background. Let me click on import. This is the background. Okay, I've brought it here. Let me import. Now this is the background I'm also going to use. Have you seen? This is the background I'm going to use. I'll also power clip inside. How will I do that? Just right click on it, click on power clip, and click inside the page. Let me enter inside. Have you seen? Now I can scale this. I want this to be behind, so let me make it to be big. I'm only interested in this down part of it, so let me take it behind. Hold down shift key, press PGDN, that is on your keyboard, page down. Okay, you can use your mouse, right click and take it behind. Click on order and take it behind. Have you seen? This is what I now have. So I am going to adjust this down part. Okay, so it will give me what I want. I'm still going to enter inside the frame, right click on it, click on edit power clip. Okay, good, this is it. So I'm going to tilt this background. Remember, there's a background behind this picture you are seeing here. Okay, so I'll click on it once. After selecting it, have you seen this arrow here? Have you seen this, how curved this arrow is? This is my rotation arrow. Okay, I am going to hold it and rotate. Have you seen? I'll hold and rotate. This is what I want. So I'll still increase this background. I'll still increase so that it will fit. Look at this place. I want it to enter very well. Look at this place. Have you seen? By your right, bottom right, I want it to fit in very well. So I'll still increase it. Okay, I will increase it so that just a little portion of this down design, this down part will show. So let me now click on finish editing. Okay, good. This is what we now have. Okay, I can still go on to tilt it. I'll still right click and I'll click on what? Edit power clip. When I right click on it, that is if I want to edit the power clip, I'll click on what? Edit power clip. I'll still shift this. Let me take this in. Let me take this in. Okay. Let me take this in. I'll still rotate it very well. Let me increase the size so that I'll get what I want. Let me increase the size. Good. Have you seen? Nice. Now I'll go out. Okay. I'm out. Now good. I can still adjust that later. Let me still adjust. Okay. Now this is it. Okay. Let me take this up small. Good. Let me fade this picture, the edges. Let me enter inside the power clip again. Look at this place. Have you seen this bottom here? Click, select the picture. Now click on your transparency tool from your toolbox. Look at this edge here, this bottom part. Okay. After selecting your transparency tool, click on it and drag down. It's going to fade that bottom part. Look at. Have you seen what I have here? I'm going to fade it. Fade it well. Have you seen? I'm going to fade it. Look at. Have you seen what I have here? I'm fading. I want it to blend with that other background, but I'm not going to fade once. I'll fade more than once. So how will I do that? For me to use this same tool more than once, I will first of all bitmap again. After I have applied the first one, faded the edge, I will bitmap. How will I bitmap? Go back to your bitmap menu, click on what? Convert to bitmap. Okay. Then make sure this resolution at least is on 300. Okay. Then your color mode, leave it at RGB. Select RGB color. Okay, then click on OK. Go back to your transparency tool again, click on it and still fade that same part. Why am I doing this? I want that place to really blend with my background very well. Okay, I can adjust from here. As you can see, it's blending to the background. I can now leave that part. Okay, I'm out now. Have you seen something like this? Good. So I can now move the rest up. Let me still shift the rest up. Have you seen? Good. Let me move this live stream up small. This background, I can adjust it from outside. Hold down your Alt key and click. You will enter inside that frame. Okay. Let me adjust it from outside. Good. Now this is what I have. I can still bring down this my background inside. Okay. Good. We are still trying to adjust. Nice one. Okay, this is it. So for this live stream, let me place more emphasis on it. Look at, I'm going to draw a shape here where this live stream will be. I've drawn a little shape here. Have you seen? Let me space this my www. I've spaced it small. Let me space again. Let me make this shape to come out here. Have you seen? Have you seen what I'm doing? I'll reduce the shape. Remember, I use my rectangle tool to draw this shape. Okay, now I'm going to do what? I'm going to convert this my shape to curves. How will I do that? I'll right click. Have you seen convert to curves? Ctrl plus Q. Why? Because I want to curve only this top right here. How will I do that? Click on your shape tool after converting to curves. Select one node, this node here. Look at this node here. Just select only that one. Use your shape tool to select it. Okay, click on it. Then just move once to your left. Use your arrow key and move to your left, or you can use your mouse to drag it to your left. You have something like this. Okay, so I'll be using red. Let me use red so that someone can easily see that is what live stream. Let me click on red. Now this shape is on top of this text, so I'll click on the text and hold down my shift key on my keyboard and press page up, which is PG up. Look at it there. Have you seen it's now up? I can now change that color to white so that it will show. I'll highlight only the live stream and click on white. Have you seen? I've clicked on white. You can see now. Have you seen what I have? Good. Now I'll still go ahead to space this place because I want to put the Facebook icon there. I'll space using my space bar. Let me import my icon so that I can put my Facebook logo there. Let me import. So let me go straight to my file menu, click on import because I have those icons already drawn. So let me click on where those icons are. Okay, let me select where they are. Okay, then I'll select icons. Good. Good. Let me import. So you see I have group icons I've already done. So let me click on it. These are the icons. So the only one I want is just the Facebook logo and also the location icon, which I also drew. Okay, so I'll take this out for location and also the Facebook icon. Every other one I will delete it. Okay, so you may ask, where am I putting them? Just follow me. For the Facebook, or look at where I'm going to put it. Let me zoom in so that you see. Have you seen this small space I've kept? I'll reduce this logo, showing that the live stream is on Facebook. Look at that. I've reduced it. I'll still space this my W so that I'll have space. Click on it, space it with your space bar. Have you seen? Now it has entered here. So anybody seeing this logo will know that okay, the live stream is on Facebook. Have you seen? Let me place it fine. Good. So that is it. I've placed that one there. I can now group it. Let me group it. Centralize it. Good. For this other one, for the address, I'll be using this icon to show this address. Okay, so that will make me to use left align. Left alignment. I'll click on the address and click on the choice, then press left align. As L, press L on your keyboard for left align. So I'll now scale this. Let me make this big so it will be able to enter well, fits well. Have you seen? Take it to the bottom here. Good. So it is now showing address. I can still scale it if I want. Can still scale it. Have you seen? So it's showing address. So I can now group it. Look at, I've grouped it now. Let me increase the address some more. Let me increase the address some more so that somebody can see it. Let me click on it and increase some more. Have you seen? Good. So I can now group alongside with the icon. Centralize it. Let me centralize it also. We'll still do some other adjustment. Just follow to the end. Okay. So we've gotten something like this. Okay. I can still decide to space it, bring it down small, bring down this live stream small. Okay. Then I'll also use red for this join us. I will use red. Click and right click on that same color. Okay. Click and right click on that same color. Remember, I'm using my RGB colors. Okay. So I'll also make this join us to be on top of these workers. Have you seen? For now, this J, look at this J is behind. So how will I take it down? Just right click on it, right click on this. Okay. Or right click on it. Have you seen where we have order? Either you select to front of layer. There are so many options. Then click on to front of layer. You see that this has come up. Okay. That is that. Okay. Good. It's as good as doing shift page up. So now for the black, I'm going to be using colors that are within this environment here. I don't want to use colors randomly. So let me now pick for my workers take charge. I'm going to be using the color I'm going to pick from this dress, this purple I'm seeing. So what I'll do is I'll select my eyedropper tool from your toolbox. There's a tool called eyedropper tool. Okay, look at my toolbox. There's a tool here. Look at it here. Eyedropper tool. It is below transparency. Click on it. Have you seen something like this? Anywhere I take this tool, it's going to be selecting that color. So for example, now I want this color here. Let me select. Look at this place. We have this logo. Let me zoom out. Have you seen where we have this logo? Have you seen this purple that is here? Look at it. Have you seen? It's moving. Look at this color is changing. Have you seen? This color is changing. So imagine me now, I want one of it. I'll just click on that spot I want, and automatically it will take the color of this background automatically to take the color of that background. So if you don't know how to select this, just watch my beginners class and also watch how to select colors. I've made a video on that also. So let me just click on it. I'm going to click on it, click on the color I want. Let me click this one. Good. Have you seen? I've selected that color now. Selected that color. Now look at your property bar. Have you seen that color I selected? Look at it here. Property bar where you have your add to palette. Have you seen? Good. Now I have done that. I am going to pour this same color on this workers take charge. So let me click and pour on this workers. Click and pour on this take charge also. So I can now edit from there. So even if this one now I don't like it, I can still click on my look at my eyedropper to select the one I want. When I click on it, I'm going to make sure that color I want to pick shows before I will click. Okay, now let me pick this other color here. I'll still come here and pour it. I want something a bit darker. Good. Have you seen what I have there? But I'm still going to make it darker small. How will I do that? Click on the text itself. Now look at your bottom here. Look at your bottom. Have you seen this button right here where you have this pen bucket? Double click on it. Double click on it to take you to where you can increase the the thickness or lightness of that color. That is your uniform fill dialog box. Look at this place here. Look at where you have this small box here where you have this color here. Just click and take it to your right down, taking it small. As you're taking it, let me shift it. Have you seen it's taking? Look at, have you seen? It's taking different shade of that color. If I like this one, like what is displaying here, look at it here. If I like it, what I'll do is what I'll click on OK. Automatically that color will be saved. Look at my my status bar here. Have you seen? That color is there. So I'll click on the take charge and still click on it to take the same color. If I want it darker, I can also adjust over there where I went to. So for this, let me be using red. I'll still use red, but that red, I'm not going to leave it red like this. I'm going to make it dark red. I'll also add black to this red. Okay, let me add black to this red first. How will I do that? You will use your interactive fill tool, letter G. Click on it. Click on the after selecting that your rectangle shape, draw down, drag, hold down your control key and take it down. Have you seen something like this? Now I'm going to click on black. Click on black. Have you seen? I'll click on black. So you can now see that it is not just red that is there, it's red and black that is there. Have you seen now? You seen something like this? Good. Now I'll change my address and date to white so someone can see. Have you seen? Good. This is what I have. Let me take it out. Okay. Now for this other line here, these strokes you are seeing. Have you seen these strokes? Let me still increase it. Let me add extra strokes. Have you seen? Good. I'm going to make this one, let's say 80% of black. 80. Let me make it 80. If you look at your color palette where you have your black, you see 80%. Let me click on 80. I don't want it to be too bright. So this is 80% of black. Good. For my address, okay, good. Let me leave it like that. It's okay. As you can see. So we are arriving at something. Let me adjust this logo. Let me increase this logo some more. Good. I've increased that logo some more. Okay. Then for this background inside, I said you can enter inside by holding down your alt key, then you click. So I'm going to adjust this background, this bottom part. Have you seen what I'm doing? So that somebody can see what is written there very well. If you don't understand, right click and click on edit power clip. Edit power clip, you enter inside this frame. Okay. If you want the shortcut, just hold down your alt key on your keyboard and you'll be able to enter once you click. Okay, to select the background inside. Good. This is it. What I'm going to do is I'll still enter inside this power clip. Double click on that page. I'll enter inside. I am going to add a purple kind of effect here. Let me draw a circle. This is not a perfect circle though, like ellipse. But let me draw something like this. Have you seen what I'm doing here? Have you seen? I want to add a popular kind of effect here. I'm going to pick that color from this man's shirt. So let me click on this. Have you seen this? My eyedropper tool. Come here. Have you seen this man color here? Have you seen? I'll click on it. I'll click on this shirt. Look at this color selected. Click on it. Then I'll pour on this circle. Remove the outline. Remove the outline. Have you seen? I'm going to convert this shape I have here. I'm going to convert it to bitmap. Go to your bitmap menu. Click on convert to bitmaps. Have you seen? Click on OK. I've converted to bitmaps. Now go back to your effects menu or where you have based on your version. You go to where you have blur. I want to blur this background. Blur. I'm going to blur. Look at where you have blur. Some versions blur is under bitmaps menu, while 2024 is under effects. So locate your Gaussian blur and click on Gaussian blur. This is what you have. Okay. You see your small dialog box come out, so you can increase and reduce the radius. Look at it here. I can increase. I don't want it to be too bright or too visible. Have you seen? I'm going to blur this one. I'm blurring it. I'll blur it. See, increase it. Good. For this tutorial, I'll be blurring it to let's use 44.2 for this tutorial. So this is what I now have. Okay. Have you seen? Let me leave this environment. I'll now click on finish. Click on finish, and this is what I have. Okay, have you seen what that effect I did? I've been able to at least reduce that transparency there. Okay, good. This is it. I can go ahead. If I want to transparent it, I'll transparent it. How will I do that? I'll still go inside. Okay, have you seen? I'm inside again. Click on that same one you just blurred. Click on transparency tool. I'm going to look at on your property bar. Look at, you see the second option here is what? Uniform transparency. Click on uniform transparency. Look at where you have 50 as the default number. I'll change it to what? 25. Let's say 25. Click on it anywhere around here or press enter. 25. So I have been able to, transparent that. I can still make it 30 so that it will not be too visible. Click on it. If I'm done, I'll click outside. Good. I'm out of that page. Good. So this is what I now have. Okay. Let me see, adjust this my red and black effect. Let me take it up. Okay. Let me adjust it. Good. So this is it. I can still increase the outline. I can add the same colors to the outline. How will I do that? Click, select the two text, that is the workers take charge. Right click on that same purple color you selected. Right here, have you seen it has increased small? The thickness has increased small. This is what you now have. Let me adjust. Well, good. This is what you now have. Okay. So now if you look at this text here, what we've arranged here, I want to drop a small light flare effect. Light flare, I've done a tutorial on that. You want to learn how to turn backgrounds to light flare. Let me take the one I've already done before. If you don't understand or you don't know how to do this light flare, I will advise you to watch my tutorial on light flare effect. Okay, light flare effect. I'm going to put the link also in the description below. Watch. Have you seen what I've just done? Look at this light flare effect. I showed people how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, watch my light flare effect. You see it. I'll show you how I achieve this. Have you seen this light flare? I'm going to place it somewhere here. I will adjust it. This is the background I use to do this effect. So go and learn how to do this also. So this is what I have. Have you seen? Good. This is what I have. So I'll leave it that way. As you can see, our flyer is out. I'm not going to add any other thing. Like I said, a simple church flyer, very simple. We don't need to crack our head to do too many designs or too much designs. Okay, I'll just do the necessary adjustments. That is just what I'll do. Let me go inside again. I can still rotate this if I want. Okay, I can still rotate this. Have you seen? I can still rotate this. That's if I still want. So always know the design you want to do. Research before you open any app or software. Don't just get up and think it's all about design. This is a prayer flyer. Okay, every first day of the month. So as you can see, this takes place. So I have been able to come up with this simple flyer design. Okay, online flyer. That's why I had to use my online colors, which is the RGB. So this is it. This is it. I'm still adjusting. Good. You can go ahead and say, okay, if this your red is too shouty, you can go ahead and reduce it. Let me do that for the sake of beginners. How will I do that? This same shape, have you seen this shape you've selected here? This one here, if the color is too shouty, I said come to where you have your bucket icon. Just take yourself to where you have your edit fill dialog box here. Have you seen how I'm tuning this in? Have you seen? As you can look below here, you see that this color is changing. Whatever color is changing, that is what I'll work with. So this is it. I'm working with this. I can also use my interactive fill tool, letter G, to add black to it. Let me add black to it. Have you seen what I have here now? So one side is black, one side is deep red. I can also add that deep red to this, join us in our, if I want to use it. Have you seen? Click and right click on it. So it will take that effect. So this is what we have finally. As you can see, we have been able to design a very simple church flyer. So watch other valuable tutorials like this. Thank you.